They say they are still being overlooked for jobs they are qualified to do. Members of the Turks and Caicos for Justice and Equality organization are speaking out once again about government practices they say are unfair, in particular the granting of work permits for foreign laborers. Members of TCJE say they are specifically outraged at a recent move by the Minister of Labor to allow 10 Turkish workers to enter and work in the Turks and Caicos Islands for 90 days while their work permit applications are being processed.
A few weeks ago, the ministry hosted a job fair, and we have documented facts that 361 belongers, Turks and Caicos Islanders, attended that fair. And contrary to what our current premier said when he was then the Minister of Immigration, that Turks and Caicos Islanders don't want to work, the record and the evidence say different. 361 belongers applied for jobs, and up until the close of business yesterday, not one single belonger have been hired to go to work in Dallas Key. But the Minister of Immigration saw it fit to authorize another batch of workers coming in from Turkey to go into Dallas Key to work. They're coming in illegally because we have a letter that the minister signed. And the letter states that these people are now given permission to enter the country and work. Our laws clearly state that the process must take place because something can go wrong. The work permits, temporary or permanent, can be denied. If that's the case, these folks are already in our country and working.
The men staged a protest outside the Ministry of Home Affairs on Tuesday. The men say they talked with Minister responsible for immigration, the Honorable Karen Delancey, and they are looking at a possible solution.
This is not about a political party, okay? This is about the people of this country. This is not just about Turks Islanders by birth or Turks Islanders by paper. This is about people, period. Whether they're Chinese, Israelis, it's about human beings, okay? If you got illegals in this country, let immigration deal with it. And when immigration fails to act, that's where we step in. But as long as you have human beings in this country, they need to be treated like human beings, whether it's the workforce, the job force, the play force, or the sea force. It does not matter. And we as people must understand that we have sat back for far too long.
Despite the outrage from TCJE, Dallas Construction Management say that there were only 120 applicants for the job fair, that the company is already in talks with suitable applicants for the landscaping position, and that because the fine finishing tasks are not yet complete, they are unable to hire anyone until next month.
You can't tell me 361 people applying for a job that you can't find at least 200 of those positions being unskilled. There are more than enough people in Turks Island, including Ron Higgs right now, with a whole bunch of skills that will take an unskilled job. Plain and simple. Contrary to what these people say, okay, there are more than enough people in this country that's willing right now, because there is nothing going on, and they got responsibilities, that will go to Dallas Key or someplace else and take an unskilled position until better comes.
Honorable Karen Delancey was unavailable for comment up to press time, but reliable sources have confirmed that the ministry has addressed the issue and has met with the men from Turks and Caicos for Justice and Equality. Members of TCJE were also instrumental in the West Caicos protest in 2008 against the unfair treatment of local workers, and were also active in the 2009 protest against the ratio of foreign workers to local construction workers on the Veranda site in Providence Alley. For WIV4 News, I'm Angie Toussaint.